So how do you deal with stress when it comes to e-commerce? I highly recommend having a balanced lifestyle, meaning that you're at the gym, you're praying, you're doing the work that you need to do, and you have some good sleep and some quality time with loved ones. The gym, you gotta gym, you gotta work out because you gotta release some stress. You're dealing with high pressure situations sometimes, running ads, using your own money, not seeing sales. You gotta deal with that stress. You gotta find a way to generate the serotonin. You gotta find a way to generate the oxytocin with loved ones, and you have to find a way to reduce the cortisol. So that's just like the neurotransmitters and the actual hormones that cause the stress relief, that cause the happiness and all that kind of stuff. So you got to actually have a balanced lifestyle that you ensure, okay, cool, this is where I'm getting my serotonin from, this is where I'm getting my oxytocin from, this is where I'm reducing my cortisol. Praying is essential. Faith, guys. To feel like you're not gambling, you always have to prepare yourself and understand that it's always in God's hands, and you have to pray. You have to ensure that besides your own will and power, that not somebody, Jesus is helping you do this, So that's the one thing. Prayer life is essential. Pray in the morning, pray for your business, pray for success, bless other people, tithe, you know. I swear, if you tithe and you give the money to the church, I swear sales comes through. Be a blessing to others. Go bless content creators with free product, and then they'll bless you with sales, okay? The first thing God ever told us about himself is that he's a creator. It's like, that's the first thing. He could have said he's omnipotent. He could have said he's omniscient. He could have said all these things. But the first thing when you read the Bible says, how it tells us about his creation, and we made in his image, which means you gotta be a creator. You gotta be an entrepreneur. You gotta build, So if you have that in mind, understand that what you're doing is actually in God's will. You're praying, make sure you have a balanced lifestyle. You're going to the gym, you're seeing the loved ones when you have time, and you're locking in. And another important thing is, guys, preparation. You gotta prepare. There's different seasons for a reason. You gotta make sure that if you wanna reap the harvest in harvest time, that you're doing the labor when it's time to do the labor. We always see, ants working and doing the work before they eat, so you gotta have the same mentality. Preparation reduces stress, so you gotta have that routine, that habit, and always pray to God.